All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to some Thronebreaker. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm just sitting here absolutely roasting in my room. Hopefully I don't just turn into a puddle and die. We're back. Oh, I like that. They changed the card arcs. We're no longer in Lyria. Now we're in Edirn. We got the was it Black Ryla? I think her name was something like that. But we kind of got cooed by our own freaking son, and we're gonna go do some harsh parenting and try to get our kingdom back. But first, we got to go find the King of Edirn, Demavand. Go ahead and jump back in here. Okay, let's go ahead and take a peek at what was going on. Open up the map. Pretty straight shot to, I don't remember the name of this town, but we are going there because it is under siege. Apparently, it's an impregnable fortress. We will see. There's a lot of map up here, too. Looks like we cross here. Eventually, we'll cross here, move up, and then up into here. Okay. That big map. Let's go ahead, check out the townspeople. Oh, wait, first we should probably go to camp, because I remember going into the mead tent, the mess tent, and there was quite a few people to talk to. Reynard, our loyal manservant.
Yes, Your Grace?
Oh, yes, we can...
How has it come to this? I, Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia, must prowl about the underbrush like a common bandit. And you, General Reynard Odo, once proud commander of 4 elite regiments of footmen, now lead a gang of deserters, bandits, and scythe-wielding peasants.
Hey, those peasants are dying by the bushel.
I do so proudly, Your Grace.
You must be joking, Reynard.
Your Majesty, under your husband I served 10 years, under you another 8, and never in that time did I fight for a more worthy cause. We seek not to grab land or stifle a peasant revolt. We fight for all the North, for our freedom, that of others. And you alone didn't give up. Didn't even consider bending the knee before Nilfgaard.
Yes, all true. Yet look where it's brought me.
Your struggle has but begun, Your Grace, and I will do all in my power to see you triumph in the end.
Okay. I mean, loyal. He's my man.
I cannot forgive myself one thing, that I failed to see through Caldwell's schemes. He must have plotted treason for months, years even, yet I suspected nothing.
Just a second.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Your Grace.
Yeah, for the math. What's up, Poyo? How you doing? Hard at work, I'm
Easily
assuming.
said. Ugh, if I'd only realized.
You're not
it
here
in
for the
time.
elf and onion soup? What's wrong with you?
Nilfgaard would have found a different
fantastic
traitor,
midday meal.
or sent an assassin north. It was unavoidable what happened. The Blackclads would have attacked in any case, and we'd have stood no chance to defeat the foe in open battle, repel him, drive him out.
So, had you been there when the peers assembled, you also would have voted to bend the knee?
No. My honor would never have allowed it. I'd have thrown myself into the fire, and probably died a fool for it. As matters stand, I still have a chance to thwart the invader, his intentions. It seems, in a twisted turn of fate, I should be grateful to Caldwell.
Oh, okay.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Yeah, let me go talk to these other people. We'll maybe talk to one more person. and we'll get a move on here. I'm curious. Ake was great. Love him. Monster Hunter, hater of Witchers. Our new kind of second man, Gascon. Scoundrel, rogue. But this is kind of the new Rayla. Back Rayla.
How fare you, Rayla?
Leader
The
of
quartermaster,
the
did he assign you a tent?
Aedirnian Special Forces.
He tried.
Oh, and
I refused it. Best to sleep beneath the stars. Little chance of a foe catching you off guard.
Rain accepted, perhaps?
Her art is so cool.
I'm not made of sugar, ma'am. I'm not gonna melt.
Special Forces, how did you
One sees
join
very
them?
few women in the ranks, let alone in the Special Forces. How did you come to join?
On merit. Proved I'd be of use.
Yes, well, naturally. But how exactly?
I was 15 when I went to enlist. But the sergeant in charge of signing folk up told me to scurry on home. So I proposed a wager. Arm wrestling. If I won, he'd let me join. If I lost, I'd pay him 100 crowns.
And that kind of coin? You had it?
No, so I had to win. As we sat down at the table, across from each other, he laughed and rolled up his sleeve. When it was over, all around us were laughing at him. Then I just followed orders. Did so well enough to draw the king's attention.
As a 15-year-old girl, she beat a grown man in an arm wrestling contest. I was expecting, like, she's like,
I must
yeah, we
go.
arm wrestled, and
We'll
then I
speak
just
later.
kicked him in the groin, and then I won. Like, I guess she's just that strong. Cool. Anything else? These reports. Warning! Read, all lettered folk, and pass it on to your unlearned brethren. Elves hold the Moulderwood and prey on travelers. If you've got to journey to Aldersburg, move not but at night, and then only in bunches. By no means go near the willow growing near the edge of the woods. May the gods watch over you. Damn elves. So, I was initially very supportive of the elves. I wanted to like them, and then we got that one elf who we rescued from a mob, and he proceeded to then poison a bunch of our troops for no good reason. Looks like we want to go up this way. And you know, I feel for the guy, but I can't forgive that. And it's kind of poisoned my entire outlook on elvish people. You know, and maybe that's the point. Maybe there was going to be like a good elf who's supposed to balance out that interaction.
Soon after entering Aedirn, Meve ordered a halt. She wished to sit with Black Rayla and plan their onward march, for Rayla knew every path in the realm, including ones not drawn on any map. They were hard at work when shouts rang out among the tents.
One final time I shall say it. As your senior officer, I order you to depart the training grounds, or...
Or what?
Yeah, I could tell these two
You'll
weren't
have
gonna
me
get
drop
along.
and give you 50?
What is the meaning of this?
Your Grace, I had thought to use this interval to drill the recruits, teach them
To walk.
to maneuver, Gascon. A world of difference. In perfect harmony must soldiers traverse the field of battle. Otherwise, they could break formation. The enemy would penetrate our lines, and our army could be slaughtered.
Listen, name one game where the elves were actually, you know, the good guys.
And therein lies the rub, dear Reynard.
Skyrim?
Army.
The
This is
Thalmor?
no army,
Horrible.
but a band of partisans. If we do
Witcher?
not adapt
They're always
to
trying
the
to kill
rules of
me.
Desperation.
Keep calling me a Dwan.
If we adhere instead to the Academy Codex, we shall lose. Laying traps, wiping tracks, that's what we should teach the lads.
I mean, I guess in Lord of the Rings
Not
they're pretty cool.
marching to the beat.
But not the Wood Elves. The Wood Elves suck.
All my eye. A fighting force must have discipline.
There's a common trend.
Otherwise, tactics and planning are impossible. A soldier must obey orders.
Nah. Gascon, you're in the army. Show some respect. You wanted to join us.
Show some respect, Gascon.
Gotta back my man Reynard.
When Reynard in his first charge rode, you teetered upon a rocking horse. Do not dismiss his experience. Our resources are limited. We cannot do everything at once. Prepare your proposed plans for training the recruits, and I shall decide which we shall follow. Clear? Then get to work.
Wood elves are dicks. They are. They're just locking up poor traveling dwarves who have nothing. You know, they're homeless. They just throw them in the dungeon for no good reason. Although you even got like the bugs flying around. Edirne's kind of swampy compared to Lyria was nice and forested. The bird. Our first fight of the day. The people of Edirne lived prosperous lives, a fact which was reflected in the quality of their homes. Ceramic stoves, hard oak floors, exotic Zerrikanian tapestries. Yet now, all lies in ruin and monsters have supplanted the former tenants. Alright, we gotta eliminate everybody. Okay, so what is this going to do? Damage a unit by 2. If it was destroyed, repeat this ability. They're not going to do anything. They've passed. We got to get everybody to the same level, looks like. So, if we tried to get them to 3, I don't think it would work. Well, let's try going after the small ones first and see what happens.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
Every 2 turns on turn start, consume the top unit from your graveyard. Consume the unit on the right and boost self by an additional 3 power. Oh, so it's going to go along the way, just eating. Interesting. Okay. So this one's at 13. This one's at 11. He'll eat, become... Let's see what happens.
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs. Don't you worry yourself, your grace. We'll get her done in no time.
Okay, I think this should do it. If we do... if we do nothing... Is a Rivian Sapper just a farmer or a latrine digger? I mean... You have your off-duty jobs and you have your on-duty jobs.
Pissing in the moat? Oh, you're dead.
I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, just a little bit off. Try it one more time here.
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
Okay, and then
Don't you worry
Hit
yourself,
you.
Big Grace. We'll get her done in no time.
Take you out. So he's got, if he eats the rest of these, that'll get him to 17. You eat one more time. Let's hit you. See what happens.
Pissing in the moat? Oh, you're dead. It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
I'm off by 1. This is the math.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful. Stop your yapping and start digging. Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs. Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace.
He's eating too
We'll
much.
get her done in no time. It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful. Stop your yapping and start digging.
Stop your yapping.
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs. Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get her done in no time.
Wait, does it not matter? Okay, will the damage actually impact the shield? If I just do this? Oh, okay, so it's not including the shield. It was just the base health. We got it. We got it. Damn monsters, damn beasties. Inhabitants of Lapisfeld. As you know, Aedirn has been betrayed. Our forces, taken by surprise, now face severe shortages. I urge all who are able to support the war effort with a donation. Volkmir, son of Zenek, has been authorized to supervise the collection. Donations must be brought to his mill before the end of this week. From there, they shall be delivered to the soldiers in need at Rosberg Fortress. So, sounds like there's some stuff we might be able to get if we go to the mill. Not that I would steal from the war effort, but I might borrow from the war effort just a little bit. I'm at war too. Cool. We got the Black Rayla card for the multiplayer game. This man games. It's no playing Paladin in Final Fantasy XIV, but it does require some thought. You know, playing Paladin, you gotta damage all your, you gotta balance all your mitigations, and then sometimes you gotta not stand in the same spot for more than 5 minutes. You got some Nilfgaard people up here. I'll get to you in just a second. Still looting.
1 week we were to harvest, yet the fields are nothing but ash.
Yeah, well, the little man always suffers the most in war. Proclamation! Inhabitants of Brumfell are hereby ordered to vacate the village by nightfall. Failure to comply will result in punishment of the highest order. Hail Corsair, Duke Ardal Adehi, Grand Chancellor, Commander of the Army Group East. No, it's because I'm so excited by how much
Did our
thinking
oats not
this is
suit
going to
the
require.
Emperor? However did our oats and other plantings harm him? Blackclads brought them monsters here, I'm sure of it. Your Majesty, I beg ye, let me join your ranks. Nothing but hunger and death await me here.
Jump in, my man. My good man.
Your Grace,
Meave heard Reynard call out from behind her.
a scout's returned. Claims to bear an urgent message.
The Queen halted her horse and waited for the soldier to reach her. He abandoned all formalities and jumped straight to the point.
Milady, a black-clad caravan, armed to the hilt, rides this way. To believe the rumours, they're hauling a load of war loot back south.
Reynard gave the soldier new orders, then turned to Meave.
Sounds like a prime opportunity to replenish our coffers.
Hell yeah.
Indeed. An opportunity we cannot ignore.
The Queen said.
Your unit will block their path. Gascon and his men will hide in the woods and strike their flanks, while I shut the trap, attacking from behind.
Their plan established, Meave gave the signal to move out. A brief moment later, the fight began.
I'm the only one who's supposed to be able to war loot. Upon realizing they could not avoid a fight, the Nilfgaardians stopped their wagons. Not all of them, however, took to defensive formations. One soldier remained with each cart. They stood with backs to the attackers, their eyes trained on the cargo. What mysteries hid in these wagons? What treasures so precious to abandon self-defense in the midst of battle? That's some pretty cool card art. Apparently there's a trap coming. Try and practice these voices for Final Fantasy XIV. What, tired? I can do tired any day of the week. I don't have to wait for Final Fantasy XIV. We got Ache. He won't be super useful against these guys because he's really more of a monster hunter. These guys are awesome. I love setting stuff on fire. You guys move stuff. You're a spy. You can transform people into bears. Okay, let's see what.
We must
there has
drive
to
them
be.
into the ambush. Follow me.
Okay, so we got the escorts. Gascon's ambush. Trigger an ambush when you move a caravan next to this card. Whenever this unit takes damage, move it one position to the right. But if it is destroyed, then we lose. Okay, what if I just force you two to duel?
Wise choice.
Okay, we're gonna slowly try to move this thing over. It's got a lot of health.
Order! Ow!
We're close, Your Grace.
Alba!
Sure took your time. Thought you'd forgotten about me.
So then these guys just pop up in the back. Okay, that's cool.
No time for that!
We're just gonna plant a ton of spies in the back.
Life is mine now!
And then we will move people around here. Try to get them to go into the back. Oh, that worked so well.
Very good!
Okay, we can. We will set this back row on fire. And then we'll damage everybody that has 6. That's a pretty big amount. Spies OP. Spies are always OP. We'll do it on you. We only have to win 1 round. And we're pretty steady right here.
Yeah, yeah! Brach! Scheiß! In zwei!
Should have listened
Gotta
to the
roll out
old
the
lady.
peasants.
Off to the front yet again.
We'll catch 'em all!
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
They're doing some pretty good damage, but not quite enough. Sorry, you're gonna be turned into a bear. Just the way it goes. Set a unit's power equal to the unit to its left. So if I played you here, you would... Cool. Okay, that's how that works.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
I've won, but I'm just making...
Nothing personal, I assure you.
The caravan is ours, milady.
And what was in the caravan?
Their plan ended in success, the Nilfgaardians crushed. As soon as the dust had settled, Neve tore the canvas off the nearby wagons to see what precious loot they had so carefully guarded. She expected to find gold, jewels, or exquisite silks. Instead, she saw dirty, terrified figures bound in chains.
Slaves.
Reynard muttered.
Their precious cargo. Slaves. Behold the glorious future the Empire brings us.
Oh, well, that's depressing. I thought there was going to be money.
Meve ordered the prisoners freed and discovered they were Edirnian peasants on their way to dig canals and dredge swamps as forced laborers.
You are free. You can return to your homes.
The Queen said. If she expected words of thanks and gratitude, she was in for a disappointment.
What homes, my lady?
Asked one of the peasants, holding back tears.
Took our land, they did. Nothing we have now. Not a rag to wear, not a crumb to eat. Leave us, we die. Soldiers don't do us in, monsters will. Assuming hunger and cold don't get us first.
The Queen was about to answer when she heard Gascon, standing behind her, whisper,
Before you make any rash promises, please, some maths. Dozens of hungry mouths to feed, and weak bodies to defend, twice as many tired legs to wait for, while war rages all around. You do realize you cannot save everyone.
Ooh. Yeah, but if they all die, that just means more monsters will spawn. Like, dead bodies are what drag in all the necrophages. You
I
can
attacked
join.
this caravan hoping to fill my coffers.
the Queen said.
Instead, I have only secured a new drain upon them. But very well. In these ill times, we Northerners must help our own. Women and children in the wagons. The men shall march alongside to the rear. I warn you, if you cannot keep pace, we shall leave you by the roadside. Move out!
The Queen's gaze momentarily caught the eyes of an old woman her soldiers were helping onto a wagon. Tears of gratitude poured down her soot-stained face, across hard lines left by years of destructive toil. Meve was convinced she had done the right thing.
We'll see. Last time I tried to do the right thing with the elf man, he poisoned everybody. Alright, we got some loot to grab. There's some loot down here. I think I've already been down here, so we can go ahead, cross the bridge, which should take us, I think, to the city. I actually have a feeling that we should change out my favorite man, Ike, for Black Rayla. We have 5 left over. Can we? Is there anybody else we can fit? We could fit another spy. How many do we have? Strays, infiltrator. We have 2. We could fit another one. How do I... Preview, recruit. I don't think we can build it yet. I think it's a building we have to make. Alright. That's fine.
As Meve neared Gatburg, her eyes were drawn at once to the black pennants flying over its palisades. Nilfgaard's pennants. Her scouts found the city's buildings intact, its streets unstained by blood. Black-clad soldiers could be seen guarding storehouses holding loot pillaged from nearby settlements. Curiously, these soldiers were very few in number.
The
The
trap.
gates stand open. Clearly the Imperials expect no attack, giving us the element of surprise. We can take back the city and...
And make off with the gold.
Gascon finished.
This is the trap. This is a trap. This has got to be a trap. But good Nilfgaard's a dead
Neve
Nilfgaard.
hated Nilfgaard and
Or a dead
needed gold
Nilfgaard's a
to
good
maintain
Nilfgaard.
her army. Two very good reasons to attack Gatburg. Her decision made, she ordered her men to prepare for battle. Now the invaders would have to try their hand at defending.
Larven! Essay to nothing!
Special rules. Attack weaker units. The queen had feared her soldiers would not court death for the sake of an Adernian city. After all, why risk one's neck for a neighbor's home when you have yet to reclaim your own? Nonetheless, Meave's infantry fought ferociously, never breaking. In the face of Nilfgaard's onslaught, the trifling differences among Lyrians, Temerians, and Kedwenis no longer mattered. Ultimately, they were people of the north, and they must answer each other's call. Hint. Attack weaker units. Okay, let's see where this is going. We got spies. We got you. You can be super useful if you ever find any elves. That's a solid one. That's a solid one. We have to keep the elf and onion soup for lore reasons. Yes, that's the one I need.
They feel at home here, the Nilfgaardians. Let's show them they're wrong.
Alright.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Order, strengthen all allies by 1, so we can do that every turn.
Go, hop, hop.
101, 102, 103.
No signs of fighting. These Horsens must have opened the gates for the Blackclads.
We got a job to do. Wise choice.
Oh, because it's different. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, I'll set the back door on fire. And we'll also hit you guys. I didn't read that it's the unit on the right. In the previous battle, it was just the units around it. That must have been a specialized card rule. The animations on the cards are fantastic. Especially the, like, I guess they're the legendary cards or the leader cards. Congratulations, you're now a bear.
Life is mine now. Hey. Notice! All roads lead to Nilfgaard.
Holy moly. That was that's an insane unit total.
Of course, as you wish, master.
force 2 units to duel. We'll do it with... I guess I can't, huh?
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Cool. Okay, this is actually working out fairly nicely. We'll play you, which means
You'll
we
never
should
take
be
me
able
alive!
to play a card next turn.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Trey!
It's gonna be close. Give 1 charge to units with depleted orders. Yes.
We must trust each other.
Play another card. And I can pick any card from the deck, which is fantastic. I'm thinking we grab... Gascon? Move him here.
Wait, you're serious?
Move you here. Play you here.
Abalista, your command.
You're going to be able to do a ton of damage. I think 9. And then I guess you just... Well, we hit you. And then we pray that that's enough. 60 is a lot to overcome.
Off to the front yet again.
The battle's won, Your Majesty.
Let's go.
The Battle of Gatburg ended in Meave's victory, much to its inhabitants' displeasure. While she examined the Nilfgaardian storehouses, the city's mayor, an elderly gentleman with a walrus moustache, requested a private audience.
Your Grace, I am old. Kill me, you'll merely save my gout the trouble. So I'll be frank. You've but few men. You'll not spare a one to defend the city. When you ride off, the Imperials will retake Gatburg, peer into their looted storehouses, and seek revenge. You will be far off, while we shall be oh so terribly near.
The old man creaked down onto his knees and gripped the hem of the Queen's coat with knobby fingers.
Your Majesty, I beg you, leave the gold, or the streets of Gatburg will flow with the blood of our women and children.
Meave contemplated what to make of the fellow. Should he be praised for his forethought and concern for his townsmen, or condemned for cowardice and insolence?
Condemned for cowardice.
Black Rayla, however, had no such doubts.
Traitors all. Small wonder the town's untouched. Must have opened the gates wide for the southern scum. Now they want us to let them fill their pockets with plundered gold.
Yeah, we're taking the gold.
After a moment's hesitation, Meave had her soldiers load the stolen gold onto their wagons.
As you pointed out, Mayor, my army is small, which is why I need gold to expand it.
The mayor said nothing. He bowed to the Queen, then hobbled off, leaning heavily on his cane, as if this short exchange had cost him years of life.
I need the money. I'm sorry. I need the money. Okay, here's where Gatburg is. I think there's probably some stuff up here to go take a look at. Once we get more resources, we'll have to take a look and see what buildings we can build. Oh, lovely. Sort of night hag. All of Aedirn burned. Cities, villages, forests. When the flames eventually died out, the kingdom choked on a black, dense smoke that blotted out the sun. It became dark, so dark that beasts, which once only prowled at night, now too hunted during the day. Well, that's lovely. Yes. Happy with this. Every 3 turns, on turn start, haunt the highest non-haunted enemy and move it to the other row. Every turn, on turn start, damage all haunted units by 1. For 3 turns, on turn start, haunt and damage an enemy by 1 on the first turn, then increase damage by 1 for each following turn. What? That seems bad.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Okay, so this whole deck is built around this haunt mechanic. Haunt target unit for 9 turns. Whenever the haunted unit takes damage, damage by an additional 2. Okay. Force 2 units to duel. I want you and you to duel. The bar guests. I remember these from The Witcher 1. Freaking ghost doggies. Whenever a haunt timer expires, spawn a base copy of self. These guys have got 7. We can probably get rid of this dude.
Armor won't say.
Perfect. Refresh all haunted durations. Oh my god, there's just a lot of haunting going on. I don't really know if I want to play another round. There are multiple rounds to this. To do this, we will move all those folks around. And hopefully he'll pass. Because I'm gonna pass. You didn't even have to play a damn card. Okay, we will redraw you, because... Okay, that's fine. Really? He passed right off the bat? Okay.
Aye.
That was easy. Okay, this is the final round. Let's hope for the best. He's got a lot of cards, and I bet they all do some of that haunting bullshit.
Ah, should have listened to me old lady.
Okay, this is the guy that haunts for a certain amount of turns. Can deploy you.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Let's see. Deploy you down here. And hopefully hit you with 3. I hope I can... Well, there's no way I'm going to actually be able to play this in the base game, but I really want to play these monster decks. They look like they have some really cool mechanics.
Company! Forward march!
Okay. We deploy you to do 5
all I need.
against you. And then you hit for... It's these two. Okay. This is pretty good, and then I can use this to make a bear out of probably you if you survive. Congratulations, you are now a bear. Take that, monsters. You can't overcome the human spirit. There's somebody in the house. Milady, the cottage is abandoned, save for the man hanging under the roof. I believe he should be cut down and buried. Our soldiers are hesitant to carry out the task. They claim touching the corpse of a man who's taken his own life can bring bad luck. We need the money. The council has decided to yield Gatberg without conflict, as we could not repel the enemy. This proved reasonable and safe decision. I, however, voted against the resolution. I was the only one to do so. I do not agree with it. I do not agree with cowardice and collaboration. I do not agree with treason. I never will. Yeah, see, that guy actually, you know, he was doing the right thing. He was gonna fight the Nilfgaardians. Unlike that cowardly mayor. Got a new border. I had somebody ask me this week which universe I would rather live in, the Cyberpunk universe or the Witcher universe. And the Cyberpunk universe, from what I've seen some of the show, I've played a little bit of the game. It seems like it's bad, right? You know, there's a lot of corporate corruption, you know, a lot of people taking advantage of each other. Not the nicest place to live in. But the Witcher universe would be horrible to live in. I mean, you got monsters, you've got Nilfgaardians, you've got just people looking out for themselves. Everyone's dirty, a lot of peasants around.
They take the young and strong as slaves, leave the elders to starve and wane. Elves and dwarves, dirty non-humans, took sides with Nilfgaard. Then of a sudden, hit us from the back.
Racism. So, if I had to pick one, at least Cyberpunk, you could, I don't know, buy some stims or something and, like, just zone out. You know, forget everything. Both universes, you're right. Yeah, both universes suck. Queen. The inhabitants of this dwelling have given shelter to a wounded Nilfgaardian. The landlord said he found him in a field, bleeding and raving deliriously. He decided he couldn't leave the man in such a sorry state, so he invited him into his home. Our soldiers are outraged. They say we must finish off our enemies, not to give them new life. And right they are. Remove the Nilfgaardian from this hovel, and then remove his head from his body. That should cheer up the crowd. I'm moved by this host's noble gesture. Offer this man a small gift of coin as a reward for his generosity. Not our concern. Keep moving. So, okay, I'm looking at this. You got lose money. Our mood can't get any worse, realistically. This has got to give you something, right? That's how games work. This one's just going to cheer up everybody, and I think this is what Meave would do, right? We don't like the Nilfgaardians. There he is, on the ground. I don't think he has a head. That made everybody happy. A lot of stuff on fire over here. Because, like, unless you're Geralt and you're going around just meeting all these, you know, hot witch ladies, and you're able to survive and kill monsters.
Count more than ashes now.
And of the people, not a trace.
This world just isn't a fun place to live.
The bodies.
Or unless you're Dandelion and can just talk your way out of anything and know Geralt. Oh, that was cool. Freaking a golem. Let's see. Can we build anything here? I'm looking for something that will help me get my unit cap down. Like this. This is perfect. Then I can bring more cards. Wait, go back. And realistically, I want to bring Ache because I'm fighting a bunch of monsters, but I know the Scoia'tael are going to show up, so I don't want to take Black Rayla out of my deck. Means we can put in a couple of you. That was most of our gold. We are now broke. Geralt goes through some shit, though. Like, there's not a lot of winning in the Witcher universe. I know, but comparative to the rest of the verse, like, he's living pretty, you know, high on the horse. He's playing Gwent in his spare time, not trying to survive in life. Yeah, in Cyberpunk, you know, you could probably install some cool stuff. To at least make your life bearable. And you get to drive around in a car. Though humankind has harnessed the power of fire, there remains a deep primal fear of it, rightly so, for when this element spirals out of control, the consequences can prove catastrophic. Now, I refer not to a wildfire, no, but something far, far worse. Really cool card art. Place both elementals on the same row and make their power equal. Got another puzzle. After 2 turns, on turn start, absorb the fire on the opposite row and double this unit's power. Whenever this unit takes damage, move it to the other row. After 2 turns, on turn start, spawn fire on the opposite row and then have this unit's power. Whenever this unit takes damage, move to the other row. Okay. This is gonna suck. This is... I'm looking at this and this is gonna suck. Okay, he's gonna double. We don't want to kill him. So... we'll do this.
Abalista, your command.
Shoot him. Cool. He's going to absorb that, double to 4. In 2 turns, he's going to have the 12. And we play... play you. And you move up there. You'll start the fire. You'll have to 11. It's a bad number. Cool. He'll absorb. He'll double to 8.
Left, right, left, right.
Okay, he'll start the fire, have to about, I don't know, I hope 6, but if not, it'll be 5.
Again and again and again.
One bolt's all I need.
So then if I do this... there we go. Did it. Oh, that was difficult. I don't know if I did it right, but... the Dazbog Runestone. What does that do? Gives me horrible flashbacks of trying to balance Geralt's swords with the runestones. Damage a unit by 1, and I can use this ability 8 times. It could be useful for like a, if I'm trying to get an exact number. We'll take you out. We'll try you, just in case. Nilfgaardian leather. Translation from Nilfgaard. To Senior Censor Barwin ep Clinich from Sergeant Dilwyn et Inlery. As ordered, I have acquired 30 live Nordlings, a Dernian provenance, breakdown as follows: 13 males, 7 females, 5 elders, 5 children. Suitability of elders for labor will be determined at the camp. If the verdict is negative, they shall be removed from the convoy. Long live the Emperor. Nice slave trading. I don't know how I feel about killing golems, though, so soon after seeing all the Project Hail Mary stuff and Rocky. Like, I've grown an attachment with rock-like creatures. From Mladen Vorto, Court Mage, to His Excellency King Demavend. Your Majesty, our reconnaissance has confirmed eyewitnesses' reports. Disturbance in elemental equilibrium near places of power have resulted in the sudden appearance of fire elementals. This may be the handiwork of our enemy, a part of their strategy. I will attempt to restrain the creatures before the situation gets out of control. I will await further orders. It doesn't look like he restrained anything. Yeah. The great part about fighting Nilfgaardians is that the mages will not support
the earth
them.
furrowed by wheels.
Because Nilfgaardians
The Black Lads
hate
went
mages.
at Rosberg with all their strength.
They're way more likely to
Ominous
kill
sign.
them.
For Nilfgaard, I'd say. The fortress boasts 2 new towers, a deeper moat, gate of wrought iron. It cannot be taken.
Classic words right before it was taken. Ooh. Need that chest. Contrary to popular belief, Neckers are fairly intelligent creatures. At least intelligent enough to recognize the strategic importance of an abandoned Nilfgaardian camp. These beasts found a new lair, well protected by a palisade, only they gave no thought to closing the gate. Well, they tried. Cool. Get rid of one of you. I don't know if sending in a spy to infiltrate the monsters, I don't know how that works. Like, are they just gonna dress up as a monster and hope that they don't notice? We'll take care of you. And you. Yes. Okay, I like this.
We'll catch them all!
Every turn on turn end, boost self by 1 if impenetrable fog is on the battlefield. When this unit's power surpasses 6, spawn a foglet only once.
This could hurt.
Okay. And then what? We move all of you down here. And we hurt the ones that have 5. All right, I guess that's working. We'll save you. Let's see what our elf and onion soup brings us. After a different ally is played from hand or moved to the other row, we can move it. Okay. This is the latrine diggers. Damage a unit by 4 if it was destroyed. Repeat this ability. Sure. We'll play you out. Damage you. And then damage you. And then, oh, I can just do this all day long. Oh, wow. That's ridiculous. Okay, latrine diggers are super strong. Okay, let's go ahead and play our spy on the right of this really powerful card. See what happens. If battling monsters and you have the Manticore trophy on the battlefield, deploy damage an enemy by this unit's power whenever an ally takes damage. Strengthen self by 2. Yes, we want to do that, and we want to hit this guy back here.
Breastplate chafes.
What is this fog doing? Every turn on turn start, damage the highest unit on this row by 2.
Hey?
These are the most annoying decks to play because they just have thousands and thousands of cards. Not a... Wait, we got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 4. None of these are on the same level. That's annoying. Congratulations, you... Wait. Why don't I just do this? Oh, and I can just do this multiple times per turn. Okay, I like that. So what if I did this, 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 and I stopped? Oh, and I have to use all... Wait, do I have to use all of these one turn? Okay. Well, I've lost track of how many I've done. Let's see if I can get you to 4. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Burned up. Then I use you to hit everybody worth 4. Ooh, They've passed. We can pass. Yes, that's better. Cool. We will play you out here. I hate the stupid fog. Okay, we will play you.
The chase is
to
on!
hit you, and also move you. Alrighty.
One bolt.
I guess I want to hit you for 6. I got one trick left, which is to turn you into a bear. So, congratulations. Okay, that's ridiculous. I just don't think that you're gonna cut it. All right, we're gonna play. We'll play you. We're gonna play a random unit
Tell me
from
you
our
jest.
graveyard, which is you.
Yeah, yeah!
Oh, there's just so much fog. Random unit from our graveyard.
What do you want of me?
Ooh. Hold on. This might be what we're looking for here.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
Kill you. That was the perfect pull. I don't know if it'll be enough, though. I don't think it will. Oh, that's unfortunate. Stupid monsters. All right, whatever. I don't have to fight you. You can keep your damn Nilfgaardian fort. I don't even want it. Gwydfrin. These charlatans are about to begin the amputation. They say I have a chance to pull through, but as with such things, nothing is for certain. Especially as I woke this morning to discover gangrene had set in. Hence the reason I write to you now. If you are reading this, it means I did not survive. First and foremost, raise a glass in my honor. Then, make for the trebuchets on the other side of the camp. Between them, you'll find some trinkets from Roseburg. I had planned to return for them myself, but it seems the great sun's grace no longer shines upon me. May you emerge from this war in one piece, Ygit. Well, Ygit, I will help myself to your misbegotten goods. Maybe.
What happened here?
Oh! Was that our impenetrable fortress?
Sadly, it was Rayla who met with surprise. 100-yard gap gaped in the
Yo,
unreachable
Pilaf!
walls of Rosberg.
What have I
The fortress
missed?
itself was aflame,
Some frustrating
spewing black
necrophage
smoke
play.
into the sky.
I don't... How? It can't be!
There was no
We
time to consider
killed
a
a
question, for
prisoner.
Nilfgaardian scouts had spotted Meave's company. The Queen knew battle was inevitable, so
We
she
took in
gave the
some
signal
slaves.
to form a defensive line, then drew her blade.
We got to our super strong, super duper can't be taken castle. At Roseburg, Eve realized Nilfgaard had not started this war simply to draw more favorable political boundaries, nor to shift the continent's balance of power, but to burn the north to the ground and build a new Nilfgaardian-dominated world atop the ashes. Thus, the Lyrians were not fighting for honor nor spoils, but for survival. Prevent the scouts from calling for reinforcements. Okay. What have we got here? A lot of you. I don't think I need that many. We won't be fighting monsters, right? What do I get if he's just in there with the Manticore? If you have the Manticore... Okay, if it's just the Manticore thing, then when an ally takes damage, he gets strengthened. Okay. Transform a unit into a bear. Create a bronze card. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. I think the rest of those are fine.
Your Grace, Nilfgaardian fighters remain in the city.
The Witcher 3 really whitewashed them. That's funny because I thought Nilfgaard was horrible in The Witcher 3. Like, they're just... I know that they're not good people. And I think the show does a pretty good job of showing how kind of horrible they are. Let's see what's happening here. We got reserves. Every turn on turn start, reduce timer by 1. When timer expires, draw cards until your hand is full. After 4 turns, on turn start, summon reserve units. Increase their timer by 2. Increases... Okay, so we want to kill these guys pretty quickly. Oh, there was a better way to do that. That's fine. If I just play you the next turn and I move them all around.
That was not in the spellbooks.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Yeah, that was perfect. You...
Quiet! The Commissar will hear.
Bloody Horsens. They'll pay for this.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei!
Let's see what bronze card we come up with here. Cool. We got the Aretuza Adept, who's a human. Choose a bronze ally in your hand or on the battlefield and add 2 copies of it to your deck. Then boost all copies of the unit in hand, deck, and on the battlefield by 2. Or we can call some people from my deck. If it was a blitz unit, repeat this ability. Mark an ally when it is destroyed, move it to hand instead of graveyard, then destroy itself. Okay, so I think I've started to realize something that kind of like, you know, Slay the Spire. Some of these units have, and I probably should have realized this sooner, some of these units have little pluses next to them, and they are changing the abilities of the unit. Like this guy, if it was a blitz unit, repeat this ability, that was not a standard ability of the normal one. So we're learning how to play this game.
Off to the front yet again.
Let's see what we're pulling here. Play a random ally from your graveyard. Do we have anybody in my graveyard? Who's in there?
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
My elf and onion soup. Hmm. And you weren't a blitz unit. That's unfortunate. Then let us go ahead and grab
Rabbit,
you.
the white of an eye from half
and
a
we'll
league
just
away.
move. Well, I don't think I want to do that. We'll play you.
I'll fight to my last breath.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Cool.
I refuse
can
to
hit
believe it. The
all
king
of these
could
guys
not
for the
have
same
died
damage.
here.
Which was my goal, which is why I was waiting. All right. That thing on fire. Get you. We'll get you in here.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Aye.
Oh, and that's how we pulled 2 because it repeats the unit. Okay. That's nice. Nobody's damaged.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
And then what? We grab the bomber. Play him back here.
Catch!
Set this front row on fire.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei!
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang it. 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. A good try enough card. Look at Ike. Look at him go. Look at all that damage.
God's blast it! My breastplate chafes.
That means we can turn you into a bear. Classic Lyrian strategy. We should probably end before he gets all those cards. Hold on. I almost wasn't
Watch
paying
for
attention to that.
Demoven's banners! If he's here, we must find him!
Never thought the Nilfos weren't terrible. Just so happens, so is everyone else. Yeah, but I mean, one of them is invading the other
Lyrians met
person. Like, the
one
Northerners
note of
aren't
luck in
great,
this
especially if
song
you
of
happen to
woe.
be a dwarf or an elf living
Rosberg
in
had
their
fallen,
land.
yes, but the Nilfgaardians, not expecting reinforcements from the south, had stationed only a small detachment to hold it. Meve led her men to victory and retook the fortress. Or rather, what was left of it.
God, that's look at that. Not a good scene.
What they did not demolish during their assault, the Nilfgaardians burnt once inside the city. Countless charred corpses of both defenders and peasants seeking shelter from the invaders lay among the blackened ruins. Some had tried to shield their children from the fire with their own bodies. To no avail.
Gods be damned!
The queen cried, pounding her fist against the wall. Meve was about to give the order to move on when she caught a stifled whimper coming from a pile of rubble. Her soldiers ran to the rescue, their bare hands digging through the fiery bricks.
Here! He's alive!
The man they pulled from the ruins had suffered horrible burns. His face was a stew of seared flesh and pus-filled boils, and he reeked of burnt meat. Seeing Black Rayla, the poor soul staggered to his feet and lifted a shaking hand in salute.
Engineer Lieutenant Xavier Lemons, reporting for duty.
Oh my lord.
Medic! Send for a medic!
Lemons! What the devil's happened?
So the Nilfos are worse because they're organized. I mean, they're worse because they're the aggressors, right? That's the problem.
I know not. The East Tower. I led the defense. Heating oil to tan Nilfgaardian hides. A catapult struck.
I don't know why the Nilfgaardians
cauldron
hate the
tipped.
Northerners so much.
Burst into flames. The rest, I cannot say.
Oh, that's horrible. He got oil burned out, like,
The
all over
fortress
himself.
fell.
Fell? Damned Scoia'tael.
Oh no.
What was that?
Our preparations were perfect. A month, 2 we could have lasted, but traitors were among us. Elves, dwarves. Planted charges on the buttresses. An explosion shook the tower. A hole gaped in the wall. Our men threw themselves in, filling the breach.
Vermin, filthy, rotten vermin.
I know you suffer, soldier, but Queen Meve wishes to meet with your sovereign, Demavend. We must know what's become of him.
Gone, luckily. He oversaw the preparations, then returned to Aldersburg. 3 days past.
Then let us do the same. Reynard, prepare our departure.
The North was literally fighting each other over things when they got. Yeah, no, they bicker. That's what they do.
Hold your grace.
I guess the Nilfgaardians just think that they're
Did anyone
barbarians.
survive? Anyone at all?
I doubt it, man.
No. There were no other survivors.
How could they? An entire detachment? An entire city? The animals.
Soldier, my medics will tend to you as best they can. Then we can escort you home if...
This is my home, your grace. Rosberg. I beg you, let me join your company. Let me exact revenge.
I respect your fighting spirit, good man. But in your state...
Your grace, I can hold neither shield nor sword, but I can still fight in my own way. I'm an engineer. I build siege towers, ballistae, bridges, whatever you wish. I pray, grant me a chance.
Can you make me an artillery-based Gwent deck? Because I was really good with those in the game.
Such pain, such ferocity resounded in Xavier's rasping, distorted voice that Meve could not refuse his plea. Once the medics had bandaged his wounds, Meave's men set out towards Aldersburg, following Demavend and the Nilfgaardians. At one point in their journey, Black Rayla rode up next to Meave. The warrior's lips were a thin line, bitten to blood.
No, say them because of their Roman-like mentality. We were civilized there, but I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking of the Romans like invading, you know, the Celts, stuff like that. Nilfgaard's elven origins. I didn't know they had elven origins. I mean, I know when they come into the north, they do try to ally with, like, you know, the Scoia'tael and stuff like that. But I thought that was just, you know, allying with rebel groups to aid your own war effort. All of them suck. There really isn't a good leader in the north, and the south is mean. I think it's Demavend, whoever the king you're working for in Witcher 2. He's not terrible. He doesn't live very long in Witcher 2, but he seemed fine. Oh, cool card art.
Milady, the road to Aldersburg leads through Moulderwood, where Eldane's Scoia'tael prowl. Same filth who killed my men and delivered Rossburg to the Black Butchers.
Rayla breathed deeply to steady her furious, shaking voice.
Please, milady, I ask you upon the holies, let us find them and destroy them.
Meave gave a slight nod. It seemed the road to Aldersburg would prove long and full of challenges.
I'm unfortunately in most of my Witcher playthroughs, right? Because the humans treat Geralt like trash, and the elves and the dwarves are really the only, like, you know, Zoltan, at the very least,
A pity
treat
Willem
Geralt
is
well.
not with us. Were he to see what lies before our eyes, caught a whiff of the burnt bodies, perhaps he would see with whom he now consorts, whom he allowed in our home with nary a fight.
If it be your majesty's will.
A new map. No, it's the same map. I think we want to go north. But yeah, in most of my Witcher playthroughs, I do side with, you know, the elves and the dwarves. They are victims of racism, and, you know, they probably are the most aligned with what Geralt is thinking. Not that they're always the best.
Reach the walls, plowing traitors.
I do, in particular, like the dwarves. In this one, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to side with the humans, because those damn elves and dwarves are siding with the Nilfgaardians. In the north, the humans fought the elder races. In the south, they intermingled. Yeah, full test. Incest aside. I mean, who doesn't want to sleep with their sister / cousin? Calanthe of Sintra, Meave, and whoever rolls Kovir and Pulvis. Good rollers, too. Yeah. I would not put, freaking... I want to say Roderick. That can't be right, though. Like, whoever's the ruler of Temeria in The Witcher 3, who's putting out people's eyes.
Where's the king? Why'd he leave us a black-clad mercy?
What? Clip it. Wrong platform. Wrong platform.
Took everything. I'd head to the wood, but my fear of the Scoia'tael. They took everything. I'd head to the wood, but my fear of the Scoia'tael.
Damn Scoia'tael. Okay, we should go and look at this new card we got. Our new hero, Xavier. I'm clicking the wrong button. Xavier Lemons. Lemons? Alright, he's got Zeal, which means an order ability can be used on the same turn the card is placed on the battlefield, so it doesn't have like a wait timer. Choose a card with order and give it +1 charge. and he's got 2 charges of it. So he can resupply people who have expended their orders. I feel like my deck's getting a little bloated. Just a little bit. But I like all the cards, and I don't want to get rid of any of them. I feel like I should have more of these guys. They were really good. Especially if I'm going to go with an order-based deck. I don't really use the Alchemist that much. The wagons are useful sometimes. We've got the spies, which are good. Medics, yes. We have a lot of slingers. Radovid, yeah, Radovid's sick, man. He's definitely got a messed up childhood. Look at our mess tent is slowly filling. Let's see
Your
what Ake has
Grace,
to say.
how fortunate you're here. Behold what wickedness is afoot.
What's wrong, man?
I'm
Somebody drinking
trying
beer?
to behold Sir Ake, yet I cannot be sure what.
And it's like, step bro, I'm stuck in the linen sheets.
Reynard and Gascon, my lady. Caught in the act of playing face cards.
They're playing cards? Is there money being, like, are they playing Gwent?
Oh, that. Indeed they are. Good.
Good? Games of chance, good. Why, they are evil's very claws. Corrupting, tearing at the soul, seeping venom into the heart.
Okay. I think you might be overreacting a little bit. Cards have never been bad.
I wouldn't worry about Reynard's heart, Sir Ake. As for Gascon's, too late already, I fear. Besides, they're getting along, that's what matters. If cards do the trick, so be it.
Tell me more about your
Does
good
the
book.
good book contain an answer to every question?
Each and every query, without exception.
What does it prescribe a mother betrayed by her son? Tender forgiveness or unflinching firmness?
This guy sucks. No, I like Ake.
A moment while I ponder. There's a verse in chapter 2.
He's just a little,
A child who doth with waywardness
stiff.
defy his mother and father, deserveth discipline most severe. Strike him thus heartily, unless thine heart stilleth thy hand.
But one could interpret that any way one wishes.
I think that's the point.
To thine own self be judge and ruler, spoke the prophet Lebioda. For thou alone shalt answer for thine deeds before thee.
There's a certain wisdom to those words.
Yes, your majesty.
I plan on
One need but gaze deeply into the
spanking Willem
verses
whenever I get my
and
hands on him.
oneself.
Farewell, Ake. So, Gascon, the soldier's life. Does it suit you?
At the end of the day, the North has good rulers. It's just that they're the first ones murdered when Nilfgaard attacks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Nilfgaard is not stupid, no matter how mean they are. They know how to wage a war.
About the same as the bandits' life did.
I beg your pardon?
The tents are cold, the food's shite. On the plus side, plenty to drink, most days. A skirmish here, a scuffle there. Nilfgaardians one day, elves the next, and whoever we rout, we rob of what they've got.
Requisition, you mean? Fully in accordance with the laws of war.
Oh, please. Save your excuses for your father confessor.
Yeah, why do they call you the
The
Duke of
Duke
Dogs?
of Dogs. Whence the name?
It's because he likes dogs.
Not certain I should tell you. It's a personal story, somewhat.
I insist.
So, thing is, I'm a werewolf of sorts.
Did I hear werewolf?
Of sorts. You see, when the full moon glows in the night sky, I transform into a creature that's half man, half dachshund. And then all the other hounds of the night hearken to my command.
Oh, forget I asked.
With pleasure.
It's time I attended to other matters. Farewell.
You would like Ghazghkull. I can tell. Hey, Rayla.
Yes?
You doing good? Remember how you told me that that fortress
Rayla,
was impregnable?
how are you holding up?
Not certain I understand what you mean.
All Edern is aflame. Nilfgaard's banners fly over its cities. Don't tell me you're not troubled.
Of course I'm troubled. I stationed at Rosberg for 5 years. Knew all on the crew there by name. But that's war. That's its nature. No sense bemoaning it.
I see. Just know if ever you wish to talk.
I won't, but I do appreciate your concern, ma'am.
This Eldane. Could you tell me about him?
Yeah, tell me about these knife ears.
He should hang.
I'd hope to hear advice that will be useful to us in battle.
First of all, you can't rightly trust the bastard. He doesn't respect our laws, doesn't share our morals. The king once dispatched an envoy to Eldane, despite my advice to the contrary. Found the envoy the next day, eyes gouged out, shaft of his white flag jammed down his throat.
So, diplomacy's clearly not the wisest course. But what of battle? What tactics does he employ?
Like all elves, he's a worm. Avoids open confrontation, sets
He's a
ambushes,
worm.
attacks from the shadows, from midst the trees.
That just sounds like smart combat.
It would be best to burn this whole forest to the ground, deprive him and his folk of cover, any place to hide.
Sounds rather drastic. Like tossing the babe out with the bath.
Believe me, they'd not hesitate to do the same to us. Not for a moment.
Okay.
Let's go. We'll
Elves
speak.
are bad. Or at least bad if you're
Your
human.
Majesty, I've been meaning to thank you for allowing me to join your ranks.
Certainly, Xavier. I welcome all foes of Nilfgaard to march beneath my banner. But what did the field surgeon say? Have you not resumed work too soon?
I've strength enough to wield a hammer, though my scars still burn, and fiercely so. My lady, I've seen folk turn and frown at the very sight of me. If my appearance disgusts you, I can...
Nonsense. The Nilfgaardians, not you, should be ashamed. You've no reason to hide, no reason to cower.
Thank you, my lady. It means a great deal to hear that.
Yeah, tell me about
You've long
yourself.
served in King Demoven's army, haven't you?
Yes, your grace.
Why enlist at all? What prompted you to do so?
The king needed engineers. I answered the call.
Not terribly talkative, are you?
I can build any bridge, any ballista, but to talk, well, it hurts to talk.
I see. Well, do not worry. I prefer deeds to words, in myself and others. Other
Cool.
matters await
I
my
like him.
attention.
He's
We shall speak later.
he's about the cause.
As you wish, my lady.
Cool. All right, got to know the crew. We have some letters. Report. Retaliation for Envoy's death. The death of Envoy Trehan var Vidifir prompted retaliation. General Abdehi ordered 40 Lyrians murdered, victims' heads mounted on stakes, and displayed above main gate. The word barbarian carved into forehead of each. Bodies handed over to the victims' families. No signs of torture. Okay, that was the envoy that we killed earlier. You know what? 40 people I don't know for some personal satisfaction. Seems about right. Fresh reports indicate elf named Eldane commands powerful forces in Molderwood. Numbers equal or exceed your majesty's company. Extreme caution advised. Eldane's background. Assimilated merchant operating in the Golet area. Radicalized after family killed in the 1246 pogrom. Eyewitnesses state Eldane cannot be trusted. He honors no pacts and never keeps his word. Okay, perfect. I will not treat with him. We will just... I think we might have to burn the forest to the ground.
Meave's ears caught the sound of a ruckus coming from the camp.
Feet! Ingrid! A pox upon you all!
It was her quartermaster hurling oaths at the peasants she had freed from the Nilfgaardian slave convoy. A few had stolen supplies under the cover of darkness and escaped into the woods. Terror and dread gripped the other freed prisoners. Meave mulled over what to do with them, and Reynard, as always, offered some advice.
'Tis high time they went off on their own, your grace. They are too great a hindrance. They slow our march, divert our soldiers from more important tasks. And now this.
Gascon was listening to their conversation. Meave shot him a questioning look.
I opposed taking them in. So, for consistency, I now oppose forcing them to leave. We made their miserable lives
I feel like
our
Gascon
responsibility, did we not?
just wants
Well
to
then,
argue with Reynard.
that is a burden we cannot simply shrug off.
Oh, yeah, they can stay. It's fine.
Let us not mince words. We cast off these peasants now, they shall die.
Maybe
Meave
if they
said
made
in the
food
end.
an actual
Let them
resource,
stay.
I'd be more concerned.
But I want them watched. They cause any more trouble, military justice they shall face. Understood?
The freed prisoners sighed with relief. The infantrymen assigned to watch over them, however, grumbled their disapproval of the Queen's decision.
It is an army, not a shelter.
They said. Meave's ears surely caught the complaint. But the Queen had never let the opinions of others guide her in such matters, trusting only her own judgment.
Alright, soldiers not happy about that. It's fine. These look like elvish ruins. Open up the map. Looks like we're gonna be traveling up to here, where those look like a lot of elvish ruins. Let's go see what's happening up here. A dog? I'll trade the peasants for this dog.
Not liking the looks of this.
Gascon said, furrowing his brow. Meave followed his gaze. Before them, beside the road, stood a hut with a scorched thatch roof.
Why?
Huts abandoned, yet dried fruit and mushrooms hang from the eaves. Famine raging all around and no one's been tempted. I'd send a scout if I were you.
The Queen did as Gascon suggested, and sent 3 infantrymen to reconnoiter. They entered the hut and found only silence, that was soon broken by a blood-curdling growl. The soldiers ran out at full speed, tripping over their own legs. Meave drew her sword, convinced a horde of neckers or ghouls would soon attack.
Look at him.
But her fears proved unfounded. Instead of monsters, out of the hut came a shaggy dog, a torn scrap of fabric clutched in its teeth.
Milady!
One of the soldiers began, his face red with embarrassment and his hands covering a hole in his breeches.
Was dark as a well inside, and that hound, it jumped out at us all of a sudden, biting it and snapping.
Bad boy,
Gascon said with a smile, then pulled a hunk of dried sausage from his bag. Bought by this generous offering, the dog calmed down at once. Further examination showed the dog was the hut's only resident. Like many others in Aedirn, its owners had disappeared without a trace. Their loyal mutt still guarded the premises, waiting for his master's return.
let's take him with us.
Gascon said.
taking the
Otherwise,
dog.
he'll die here, of his own hunger or someone else's.
A watchful sentry like this could prove useful in our camp.
Said the Queen.
Fine. He can join. But he shall need a name.
How about Reynard?
Proposed Gascon. A cheeky grin smeared across his face.
That way, he'll come when you call, sit on command, and always be a heel. Always heel, that is.
Watch your words.
said Reynard, hand tightly gripping the hilt of his sword.
Or you'll learn I'm not at all as tame as you believe.
Enough, both of you. That's an order. As for you...
The Queen took a good look at the dog, who still had a scrap of fabric in his teeth.
His
Since
name
it
will
seems you
be
have a taste for
Geralt.
the cloth of the nether regions, I dub you... Knickers. Will that do?
The dog wagged its tail vigorously, as if thoroughly pleased with its new name. Meave's company marched off, a furry new recruit richer.
Look at the dog. The bones. Those look like human bones. Alright, what does the dog do? Alright. Immune permanent resilience. When you play a gold card, summon Knickers from your deck. This unit may raid your hand for yummy treats. What does that mean? If you don't have a sausage, he's not interested. Alright, bud, get in here. So gold cards or any of these special cards. And he just appears whenever you play them. That's nice. No. Okay, cool. I wish it'd give me the option to call him Reynard. Just wandering through the forest. Definitely nothing gonna get me. Oh, pointy-eared elves hiding anywhere. In order to evade Nilfgaardian patrols, Maeve veered off from the main road. This detour, however, presented other dangers. The Lyrians lost their way riding through a mist-draped forest. Following a narrow and unovergrown path, they stumbled upon a ruined homestead. It appeared abandoned, yet appearances can be deceiving. We need to eliminate the ancient foglet. Do not let Maeve die. Okay. Doomed. Okay. Eve. On turn start, spawn 2 foglets. Look at this guy. The Lyrian Haiduk. Give 1 charge to the card on the right. Move 3 cards to the other row on their side. If any of the units damage them by 2, you can set a row on fire. Give 1 charge. Okay, so there's only 1 unit that has a charge. That's going to be you. So it sounds like we're going to play you here. Every turn, on turn end, move 1 row towards the opponent. If on the melee row, destroy a random palisade instead. If there are no palisades, destroy Maeve.
Watch your heads!
We'll set this row on fire. They'll destroy a couple of these palisades. I think we want to save you. We'll
Thing
put you
about
here.
slings, they hide well.
Move you guys back. So it sounds like we need to kill a total of 9 of these foglets.
Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get her done in no time. Pissing in the moat? Oh, you're dead.
Even if we play... Oh, I don't think this is going to work. We kill 3. We have to kill 1 more. We just have to hope that this one gets hit. Give a charge to the unit on the right. That's you.
Left, right, left. What now?
Defeat! No! I thought they was going to get a chance to burn. Alright. This is the right decision. Play him first. Summon these 2. They move up.
Watch
Play
your
you.
heads!
Burn that. Fantastic. Play you
Ever have a
to
storm
move you
knock out
guys
one of
all
your
back.
teeth?
And then hit you. Cool. Give you a
Left,
charge.
Right, left. What now?
I will play
Don't
you.
you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get her
Kill
done in no
you.
time.
If I hit him for 2. Okay, I need to kill 4 more. Oh yeah, I think I got this. So I launch you. Takes out 2. on, cheat you.
Pissing in the moat? Oh,
Kill
get.
you. Kill you. Kill you. Finish him off. Perfect. This forest belongs to the End's Shade. Leave this place at once, cursed one, or you shall remain here for all eternity. Just really somebody you can work with to reach like an accord.
Neve and her companions neared the Moulderwood, a dense, ancient forest of trees whose tangled branches had witnessed the conjunction of the spheres. It was not until King Vidamont's day that a road was finally carved through the primeval thicket, significantly shortening the journey from Rossburg to Aldersburg.
Even when peace reigns, danger rules this road.
Rayla said.
Now no one dares travel it.
At the edge of the wood by the road stood an enormous willow. Its branches swept down to cover its trunk, looking for all the world like long tresses shrouding a woman's face. Neve had an ill premonition. She did not like the sickly sweet aroma wafting from this tree, nor the metallic buzzing of insect wings. She sent a scout to investigate. He drew aside the drooping branches and stumbled back. There were men bound to the tree, covered in sap oozing from gashes in its trunk. Its heavy scent had attracted swarms of insects, flies, wasps, bees, and beetles. They seethed over the bound men, crawling in and out of their ears and nostrils.
Eldain welcomes us to his wood,
Rayla whispered. Neve stepped towards the tree and saw the men stuck to it were all still alive. Those the elves had caught recently writhed and howled for rescue. Those hanging longer merely followed the queen with half-crazed, bloodshot eyes.
Sorry. I don't think there's a whole lot we can do for you, and I don't really want to get close to that tree.
The Lyrian soldiers stood, daggers in hand, waiting to sever the ropes and free the unfortunate captives. But Neve stopped them with a firm gesture.
Stop! Most are beyond saving, and this may be a trap. Keep your distance from the tree. That is an order.
Neve's men usually carried out her orders without a moment's hesitation.
Find a
This
note.
time, however, they glanced towards her, reluctance writ on their faces. Only after Reynard repeated the order did the Lyrians sheathe their arms and slowly move back towards the road. For a long time thereafter, howls from the old willow trailed them.
Yeah, they didn't like that.
Hear that? Nightingales. Unmindful of war, they sing on.
Those are no birds, my lady. Just Scoia'tael scouts use animal cries to communicate. Tell the men to hold to the road, my lady. Anyone wanders in the trees, they don't come out.
Translated from Elder Bruce. To all divisions, the Lyrian Queen is currently passing through the Moulderwood. Her regiment is not large, but we cannot afford to underestimate her. Do what you can to halt her advance and weaken her forces. We will strike there at their breaking. Milady, our soldiers found a merchant at the bottom of a pitfall. He's in poor state with extensive wounds and a high fever. What shall we do with him? Escort him to the nearest village and offer coin for this treatment. Escort him to the nearest village and requisition his wares as compensation. We'll do this. We can afford to lose some soldiers, monies, whatever. We'll get a card piece and we'll raise our morale, which is huge. Attention! In light of recent events from the Moulderwood, I hereby order the following. Representatives of the elder races caught consorting with Scoia'tael shall be executed without trial, together with their families and their belongings confiscated. Representatives of the elder races are forbidden to leave their dwellings after dark on penalty of lashing. Taxes for representatives of the elder races shall be increased threefold until further notice. Yeah, that's a great way to get rid of like a resistance. Is to tax them and then give them a curfew and then yeah.
Maeve's path took her to the village of Iconfurt. Unlike most settlements in the area, not a single human dwelled here. Instead, only elves and dwarves sat on its porches and stared at the passing Lyrians with clear aversion. Not a single greeting was extended to their allies in arms. Not a single peddler tried to hawk their wares. The only sound was that of snapping shutters and slamming doors.
Something's amiss,
Rayla said, furrowing her brow.
Order a halt, my lady, and give me a moment to look around.
You've a quarter of an hour.
Maeve said as she dismounted.
And not a moment more.
The Queen sat in the shade of a large pear tree. She shut her eyes and listened to the chirping of crickets in the grass, savoring a rare moment of relaxation. But the calm did not last. Within moments, one of her scouts returned, a certain Sergeant Niedermere. Tears streamed down his weathered, scar-pocked face.
Uh-oh.
Lady, come with us, please. You'll need to see this for yourself.
The sergeant led her to the still, smouldering remains of a mill. Her soldiers were picking things out from the ashes. When she got closer, she realized in horror they were human skulls, some no larger than apples.
Tell the villagers to gather by the well.
The Queen said in a strained voice.
Or be executed.
They might be executed anyway.
The elves and dwarves attempted no denials. They admitted Eldain and his Scoia'tael had helped them round up all the humans in their village, march them into the mill, then set it aflame.
They stole our lands, defiled our names, beat us, murdered us in bloodthirsty pogroms,
shouted one of the dwarves.
They had it coming to them. Got their comeuppance, I'd say.
Maeve was no stranger to the cruelty of war, but the enormous evil she found in Iconfurt overwhelmed her. She felt a terrible weight on her chest, found it hard to draw breath, and her head spun. She felt she could hear the cries of humans being burned alive.
Ma'am,
whispered Reynard.
You must pronounce something.
Or simply turn the matter over to me, Your Grace.
Rayla interrupted.
I know what to do.
No. This is a tough choice, because that's horrible. I'm worried if I escort them to this city with people that they're gonna, like, the Scoia'tael are gonna... No, it's fine. We'll escort them. We'll have faith.
You know what you deserve,
Maeve said.
But my soldiers are neither murderers nor executioners, and you are not my subjects. So I shall have you escorted to Rosberg. Let the authorities there mete out justice. With a noose, I hope.
The Queen chose a dozen soldiers and tasked them with seeing the non-humans of Iconfurt tried by an Edirnian judge. In doing so, she weakened her forces, but saved herself and her Lyrians from having to carry out a bloody sentence by their own hand.
Yeah, that would have been bad for morale. Oh, it was bad for morale anyway. Okay, never mind. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Well, at least there's loot. quest is so well written, really visceral. I mean, it's just there's so much built up hatred on both sides that it's almost impossible to try to find a middle ground through it, right? I mean, I understand the elves and the dwarves' point of views. Like, they are constantly taken advantage of, and fortunately there's enough guardians fighting monsters.
What was that?
Meve
I'm gonna
asked
help
Reynard,
the
who rode
monsters.
beside her.
A scream. A man's, I think.
Need to investigate. Gather a few men and we ride. Quickly!
The screaming came from a small settlement. When Meve rode up to its farmhouses, her horse reared and neighed in terror. Necrophages swarmed all around. The monsters surrounded a few Nilfgaardians who were trying, with no success, to chase them off with torches. Reynard swept his gaze over the carnage and said,
They cannot stave them off, and their armor is too heavy for them to flee.
We're not in the business of saving Nilfgaardians.
Meve squinted and smiled cruelly.
Soldiers, we behold a battle. On one side fight bloodthirsty, mindless beasts who live to kill, and on the other, ghouls. To my mind, they deserve one another. Fall back.
The queen tugged the reins and turned her mount, ready to leave the village, when Aik stepped into her path.
'Tis ignoble!
The knight cried.
No matter the crest they bear, men they are still. And I, Aik of Dunel, shall race to their succor, even if I must pitch battle alone.
Without awaiting the queen's response, Aik lowered his lance, spurred his mount, and charged at the beasts.
Oh man, okay, yeah,
Blast
we gotta
it
go
all.
find.
Meve swore,
We gotta go
drawing
help
her
Aik.
sword.
I love
Suppose
that
we
though,
can't
that
just
he's
leave that
like,
fool
no,
to
you
the
can't do
ghouls."
that.
Follow me. To battle.
Without delay, the Lyrians rushed to rescue Aik and the Nilfgaardians.
Unique cards will appear in this battle. If told at the war's outbreak, Meve would one day stand in defense of Nilfgaardian troops, risking the lives of her own soldiers, she'd have given a hearty laugh, and yet the queen now found herself in that very situation. As she looked at the ghoul's fangs dribbling with foul spittle, she wondered whether she made the correct decision. Whatever her conclusion, the opportunity to retreat had already long passed. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. That should be fine. It really helps to see this through the author's Polish worldview, where every group has been in power and been subjugated at some point. Everyone has been victim and oppressor. I will have
Lower
to read
your
the books at
weapons.
some point.
We're here to rescue you.
This evil I shall trample out, root and branch!
Damn right, Ike. The Gesso Footmen. On round 1 start, appear on the battlefield. After 4 turns on turn start, duel the lowest enemy. Is there a... Am I supposed to be saving them, or...
Why do you help us?
Because my freaking cool friend really wants to help you.
Yeah, yeah!
Okay. Let's see what our elf and onion soup comes up with. Damage all units on this row by 3. Whenever a unit appears on this row, damage it by 3. Spawn light infantry on the right. Set the power of each unit on the row to the average of the raw row's total power. If the average is 3 or below, destroy all units on this row, including self. That's crazy. We'll do this one. Do I just, what, do I play it here? Dog!
Let the ghouls eat him, I say.
Silence! The Queen has made her decision. We'll catch them all!
Those ghouls up there are eating good.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Why'd they all get +1? What was that? Congratulations, you are now a bear. What is healing you?
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Okay, and then what? Hit everything by with 5? All right, so we got 7. So what? You? I don't think we're gonna win this one. This one is in a bad spot. Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we launch you. We'll hit you, which should eliminate a good amount of stuff in this row. Okay, then we just have Ike, who can not kill, I guess, you?
I fear not, for faith guides me.
Alright, dude, that's something worth 5. I still don't understand why these guys are getting healed. What is that doing? I lost the round by 1 point. Are you kidding me? We didn't get our fire guy. That's our killer for these guys. Okay. Get rid of you. It's fine. Get rid of you. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Come on, fire guy. Fire guy.
Lower your weapons!
Didn't get it.
We're here to rescue you!
Off an onion soup?
This
You gonna
evil
help me?
I shall trample out, root and branch! Why do you help us?
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Okay. Elf and onion soup. Not quite what I needed.
Let the ghouls eat them, I say.
Silence! The Queen has made her decision.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
All right, I'm looking at this. I'm not seeing a way through this without getting that fire. So we're gonna. What does this up here do? We'll forfeit. Try again. Okay. No. Maybe. No.
Lower your weapons!
Oh my gosh,
We're
can't
here
find it.
to rescue you!
This evil I shall trample out root and branch! Why do you help us?
Those grave hags are really becoming a problem here. Okay, elf and onion soup, what do you got? Please. They're all row effects. Destroy 2 cards to the right if they were units. Boost self by their combined power if either was a... It's just not what I need. Hmm.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Okay, if I just leave one of these guys to keep eating and then I put my spy next to him, I can take his power. I can just get rid of these two and figure out why these guys keep healing.
Let the ghouls eat them, I say.
Silence! The Queen has made her decision.
Silence! I mean, they're out of turns. They're out of places to put people.
Aye.
Alright, just keep putting people in there. He's got 8. He's gonna be able to do a pretty good amount of damage to somebody. Okay. We play you, right? Boom.
Getting to work.
Okay. Get him to shoot here. Wipes out like most of these front units. Okay. And then I hit you for the 6. Next turn I play the rune. Which is you. I hit you for 2. It's going to do 3 damage to these guys, wiping out them. One, 2, 3. Okay, and then the rest. Spend on you in the back. Move you back here. Okay, put my spy here. Hopefully,
We got a job to do.
it's enough turns. I don't know if I left myself enough turns to do this. One more turn. Cool. You go. I don't know, here?
Quick and painful this'll be.
No, damn, he's got the stupid monster deck is literally the bane of my existence in this damn game. I should have just let the Nilf Guardians die. Okay. Okay.
Lower your weapons! We're here to rescue you!
This evil I shall trample out, root and branch!
Alright, you've got this, man. You have got this. I believe in you. Okay. We move you here. Play the Arbalist here, who does damage to you. Oh, but it's fine.
Why do you help us?
Look at this. That is a unit of a man. Play a trinket from your graveyard, then give it doomed. Do we have any trinkets in our graveyard? Unless I was the one we just did, which would be cool. Oh, cool. Do that. Play you. Move everybody about. Good job, enough
Let the
guardians.
ghouls eat them, I say.
Silence! The Queen has made her decision.
Silence.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
All right. You know what? It's I think I need to. I think I need to take a minute, take a little break. Or you know what? It's about that time. I think we will. We're gonna leave it here. I'm gonna give it some thought. I'm gonna reconfigure my deck because I think my deck is a little bloated right now. I need to change, maybe narrow it down a little bit more on what I want to do. I'm just getting frustrated. It's fine though. We're good. We're gonna go fight some elves. It'll be fun. But I mean, this game, combat may be frustrating. Decisions may be hard, but the storytelling is amazing. I'm really excited. I was actually reading an article that the developer, the head developer of this game is the same one who's going to be working on the was it the Dawn Walker, or Call of the Dawn Walker, Blood of the Dawn Walker, that the vampire game. Him and his brother, who worked on The Witcher 3, are going to be doing it, and I'm super excited for that. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it for today. I'm gonna take a breather, figure out my strat. I will be back next week though. We'll give this another tackle. We'll get through the woods, go find some elves. It'll be fun. But yeah, thank you everybody for showing up and watching me do this and enjoying the story with me, getting some Witcher lore in here. Tomorrow we will be playing some more Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 14. Hopefully we're done with all the talking. We can get down to some action, some raids, some dungeons. Should be cool. The rest of the week, who knows? But I'll be back next Wednesday. Hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Stay cool. It's freaking roasting here, so stay hydrated and yeah, have a good one. Become the best you can be. Become a card dealing queen. Believe it, guys.